Why I got locks. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bianca Shanice and I'm here with a new video. If you're new here, hello, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe, and please don't forget to hit that post notification button so you can get alerts when I put up new videos, because I wish y'all gonna see me. So in today's video, I will be talking about why I got locks and what it means to me on a more like personal, intimate level, basically like a spiritual journey. So if this is something you're interested in watching, please stay tuned and keep on watching. So y'all, let's just go ahead and get right on into it. Let's not wait. So as y'all can see, I have locks. I'm 7 months locked as of February 21st, which I have said it in my lock count video. So please go check that video out if you're just curious to know how many locks I have. If you're new here, why I got locks. So I probably kind of like shared a few details of why I got locks in a couple of my lock videos I have. I really haven't went into depth on why I got locks and like what it means to me, because I have been learning like it's more like a spiritual journey as well as my lock journey. And these are like a few things that some people may talk about on here, may have not. I just feel like I needed to share this and maybe I can help somebody else out throughout their lock journey. So I want you to know why I got my locks and what it means to me is my truth. You know, I can't compare my lock journey or my spiritual journey to nobody else's. This is my truth. Some people may agree, they may disagree, and that's okay because everybody's experience is different. That's what I'm learning as well. I hope this can be helpful to people on their lock journey. Let's just get on with the basics on why I have locked my hair. Number one, low maintenance. Y'all don't know how it feels to just get up in the morning and not really having to do too much to your hair. Spray it, oil it, and keep it pushing. Or if you want to put in a little style, you can go ahead. But normally for me here lately, I just don't do nothing to my hair. Only time like I really do something to my hair is like if I'm really going somewhere or I'm making videos for you guys, so I can look somewhat presentable. I'm not saying that if you don't pull your hair together, you don't look presentable, but there are times where I just feel like I need to, you know, pull my hair together. If you don't get retwist often, your roots can get a little thick and it start looking puffy. You know, do a little something to it, you know, time to time, which is not all the time. I just want my locks to, you know, be able to do what they're going to do, basically. So like I said, number one is low maintenance. Number two, it promotes great hair growth. Yes, in the beginning stage, in your starter stage, you will experience some shrinkage. It's not going to be like that all the time. Once your hair matures, you will start seeing the length to have. I feel like when I was loose natural, I felt like I couldn't see like the length. Like only time I could see my length, it was like if I blow dried my hair or if it had a blowout, which that was not often. Shrink back up. And I just got tired of doing it because I felt like my hair wasn't, you know, growing, which it really was growing, but it would just shrink real bad. I do know with having locks, and you know, if you're taking care of your locks, you will retain length and you will actually see it. So that's the second reason. Third reason, minimal shedding. Y'all just don't know how like that is a plus, because I hate when I have to see hair on the counters, on the floors, in the shower. I don't care if it's my hair, my daughter's hair, whoever's hair. I don't like it. I hate having to clean up hair. It just, it's cringy. I don't really have much shedding, you know, with locks. And I really haven't seen much shedding with my daughter locks. Like I really don't see no shedding. Only thing I'm like really seeing is frizziness, in which that is totally fine. Which I don't have much frizziness as I did in the first couple months of my lock journey. But I do experience frizziness now, as you can see. And like back here, you really probably can't see because of like it's black, it's dark back there. But it's some frizziness. There's some frizziness going on, and I just slick these edges up. Like if you get a little closer, you'll see like the frizziness. And the fourth reason was, just to be really honest with y'all, was I got tired of my loose natural. Just tired of it. It just was so much I had to do to it, which is something similar to your lock journey, because you know, with loose natural and lock journey, you have to have patience, you have to be dedicated, which that goes both hand in hand. But with locks, it's very low maintenance. You don't have to do as much as you have to do to your loose natural. Detangling frequently. Like, if you don't detangle your hair is gonna like mat up. It could possibly break off. And I just got tired of having to have like to do that often. And then mind you, I have a daughter. I had to do her hair like that as well. So, and both our hair are thick and long. So I just really got tired of it. I'm being real and transparent right here. Like, I really couldn't afford to be, you know, getting all these protective styles. Like, not far as like protective styles, as in like, you know, doing my own like loose natural hair, but like sew-ins, braids. I can't afford to constantly do that because, you know, that becomes a little pricey. I mean, I could if I would set a budget. I set a budget to get my hair done, but I just been the type of person would, you know, always trying to make do with my real hair. Even before I was a loose natural with my parents, I always would try to get my, you know, always would be able to do something to my own hair. It's like the basic of overall of why I decided to lock my hair. So let's get a little personal. Let's get a little up close and personal. Okay. So before I decided to get locks, months before me actually like going through with the locking process, I decided to go ahead and lock my daughter hair, which was of January of last year. No, was it January last year? Yeah, January of 2020. And she's a year in now, as of January 2021. I tried to lock her hair again in 2019, like in August, before she started back going to school, but she was not having it. If y'all don't know, I have a video on my YouTube channel. It's called Living with Autism, Azari's Story. Azari is my daughter. She's 14 and she has autism. If you don't know too much about autism, you can look it up, but they have a lot of sensory issues where they just not comfortable with some things and they don't like change. And one of her sensory issues is like touch. When I went to go apply the clips in her hair, like she freaked out, y'all, like freaked out. She was like having like a little anxiety attack, and it was just like a lot. So I have to be mindful of when I'm doing certain things to her hair because I don't want to overwhelm her. And you know, she still is a child, and I have to be okay with that. I'm not going to be able to do different styles on her hair. That was one of the reasons why I locked her hair, because I wasn't able to, you know, I was very limited to doing certain styles on her hair. I just felt like locks was convenient for both of us. Like I got tired of doing her loose natural. She got tired of me doing her loose natural. It was just always a headache. I feel like I'm going off subject of my reasoning, but I said all that to say she was an inspiration. Once I start seeing that her locks were flourishing, I do her locks. I started her locks and I do her locks, you know, now. She was just inspiration of me, you know, starting my locks, seeing her hers was flourishing. And, you know, I started hers off with 2-strand twists. And, you know, they were beautiful. Like, they was thick. They was like that nice pretty jet black color, which wasn't, I did not dye it, but she just had like a pretty nice black color hair. My locks were just pretty. I was just loving it, and I was just like, is this something that I really want to, like, you know, take on? It was like months and months had went by, you know, from me doing hers and when I decided to do mine. I was doing my research, getting myself educated, family members and friends who have locks, who have locks and who had locks, and, you know, just telling me, you know, the pros and cons, and, you know, just different stuff about locks. But, you know, I really had to educate my own self and, you know, do my own research. And then, to be honest, at that point, I was still kind of hesitant because I felt like misconceptions of locks get in my head, and it kind of made me not want to do it. Let me let y'all know, you have to be prepared mentally to get locks. Like, this ain't like, oh, I'm gonna get locks and blah, blah, blah. Especially if you're the type of person who really cares about how your hair look, which that was me. That's me. I was one of those people. You know, I like how my hair look. I like for my hair to look very, you know, neat. So learning with locks, that's not the case. Your hair is not gonna always be neat. It's not gonna always be neat. Just sorry, it's not always gonna be neat. It's not gonna be slick. It's not. You know, just let's go ahead and put that out there. It's not going to be like that. On August 21st, 2020, I started my lock process. I started off with 2-strand twists. I did it myself. I already was, another reason why I was hesitant to start, because I wanted somebody to start. So that was my excuse, start them for me. So that was my excuse for me not doing it. But I was just like, girl, get over yourself. Like, I really didn't, I wanted my parts to be clean and, you know, neat and straight, which I feel like I did a pretty good job of doing it. I kept avoiding, you know, getting them because I didn't have nobody to start them for me. Which I really could if I really sat down and asked somebody, but I was just like, you know, bump it. I'm just going to do it myself. So I started my locks. I started off with 2-strand twists, as you can see. Prior to me starting my lock journey, I really had to prepare myself mentally. Like, it's so much you have to, you know, be prepared for with starting locks. And I don't want to say it like that to make it feel like it's a task and it's so dreadful, blah, 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 because our locks are not dreadful. And I don't want to, you know, put that type of energy out there and make people feel like that's what it is. But I just do want to say you really do have to be prepared mentally, you know, for it. Especially if you want to go through with the lock process, you know, you want to make it out of the starter phase and you want your locks to mature, you really have to be prepared mentally to do it. Deeper reason on why I lock my hair and what it means to me, it helped me to develop patience. Like, you have to have some type of patience, y'all. Patience is the key. Patience. Just having patience and being fully aware that you are not in control of your hair anymore. At this point of like your beginning stage. Because like I said, I was one of those girls who like slick edges, neat hair. Everything had to be like, I mean, laid to the guys. Just need to be laid. And I know that I wasn't in control of that. First started my locks, they was on juicy, thick, 2-strand twists, like shiny, you know, bouncy, everything. Couple weeks went by. that went out the door quick. That went away quickly, expeditiously. It was gone. It was still, you know, presentable, but it started to not look so neat no more. It started to get really frizzy and stringy like, and I'm just like, oh my God, what is happening? Did I make the right choice? I was so like, I just didn't know, you know, because everybody, you know, when they do everybody lock journey is differently. So I really didn't have no idea of like what my hair was going to do. I really didn't know. It was very intimidating because if I knew that I wanted to follow through with my lock journey, I knew I really couldn't do too much to my hair. I really couldn't do nothing to my hair at that point. I didn't want to be getting styles too early. I didn't want to be, you know, slicking. I didn't want to be, you know, just pulling, slicking, you know, just putting all type of stuff in my hair or doing too much to my hair. So it was very intimidating for me, and I just had to thug it out. Like, I really had to thug it out. Like, even at that point, I wasn't doing like little styles like this, slicking edges down, nor was I wearing scarves or hats or anything, which I probably could wear those. I wish I probably could wear hats and scarves at that time, but I really didn't even think about even doing that. I just felt like I just can't do nothing. I'm just gonna have to, like, you know, thug it out, and that's just, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So that's when you got to be comfortable and confident in your own skin, knowing that, you know, this is my process and it's not going to always be like this. And I'm beautiful, you know, either way. Like, I'm beautiful. I'm dope. Like, you got to know it and own it, that, you know, what you feel about yourself, how you feel about yourself, and speak, you know, truth to it. Like, you got to really believe in, you know, you, and let your confidence override all those negative, you know, feelings and thoughts that you are experiencing at that time. I'm not saying that you're not gonna have some of those negative thoughts. I'm not even saying you might have negative thoughts, but just like, I don't feel pretty. I don't feel feminine enough. I look masculine. You may have those issues, and that's okay if you do. You just have to find ways to speak healthier or speak life into yourself and know that you're dope and you're a beautiful woman or a beautiful man. Like, learn to accept my locks, accept the place I was in with my locks. I had to embrace it, so I can help build my confidence up. Because if you don't know, people are watching you. People are watching you. People are looking at you. People are looking at how you carry yourself. People are just looking at how you handle in certain situations when the next person probably couldn't handle it like how you handle it. So people are watching you. So you want to be somebody's light, sometimes. And you don't know. You could be that person. And when they're looking at you, they probably feel like, oh my God, like she is really doing this lock thing. And not even just saying doing the lock thing, but she is really like, walking in her truth. She's owning what she's, doing or saying, standing on it. And you have inspired somebody. That should make you feel happy, It even forced me to like be dedicated to something. Because I've seen like times like that's what I'm still like kind of struggling with, like throughout my life. It's like being dedicated to something and actually following through with it. Yes, I'm still early on in my lock journey, and I pray you guys that I'm able to see it through, like for my locks to mature. But you really have to be dedicated. Like you have to nurture these, and that's when I feel like the nurture in me like has to come out. Like I feel like the nurture in me had to come out. Like you can't be lazy with it. You got to, take time up with it. Like that's with anything. You got to take time. You got to invest. You got to put in the work so you can see positive results. And that's what I know I want. So that's what I know I have to do. I have to feed myself positive stuff. Surround myself with, positive people, because I don't want nobody negative or negative energy to be around me, now. Like, I just don't want it. I'm not here for it. And it's not that I'm trying to be better than you, but I just know I'm trying to be focused. And I'm just trying to dedicate myself to, multiple things that I feel like that I will see myself, being successful in. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, it has gotten like more deeper than like the actual lock journey. It's kind of got like a spiritual, it's kind of intimate, it's personal to me, if this making sense to y'all. Also being fully aware that people may see my locks before they see me. Some people may not know I'm a YouTuber, I'm a mom, I'm an introvert, I'm kind, nice. Like I have a lot of things, going on, for me. But if they see these, they might already got their perceived notion about me because of my locks. They may think I'm a thug, may think I'm this, may think like, and then I already have piercings, and I already have a piercing and tattoos. They're gonna probably think like, she did, whatever they may think. But I'm here to change that negative way of them thinking, because that's not me. Like, that's not me at all. The locks don't make me. I make the locks, period. And that's how you have to feel about your own self. Like, you can't let people's negative thoughts change you as a person, or social media or anything, change, the way you feel about yourself. Because, social media today, it really will have you in a bad space mentally if you're not aware of what's happening to you. Learn how to own, your lock journey and stand on it firmly, and don't care what nobody else have to say. It's gonna be some people who support you through your lock journey, and it may be some people who just seeing if you can get through it, or they really may not care, or care what you got going on. Oh, she got locks, okay, cool. You know, it may not mean nothing to them. So, you know, you just make sure you want to change the negative way people receive you when they know that you have locks, and whatever that looks like to you. And your reason for getting locks is your reason, and just stand on it. Like, own it, walk on into it, embrace it, love it, and be happy with it. Be at peace about it. I have gotten a few looks, and you know, when I told, you know, certain people, even family members, that I was getting locks, they were just like, and I'm like, do y'all not know that it could be very offensive? You know, I'm glad that I was confident at that time when I experienced that. And you know, some people don't really mean no harm about it. It's just like a quick impulsive thing, like when they hear about something that they don't agree with. Because at one point, I wasn't always at this place about locks, because I always, you know, judge, you know, not like, I'm not gonna say judge, but I just felt like I just wasn't educated on the locks, and I had already had misconceptions about them. I would say that. Once I start educating myself and really, you know, seeing how beautiful they can be and how they can flourish, and you still are able to get certain styles with locks, I was just like, okay, cool. You know, this may not be as bad as I'm thinking in my head. And then another thing, you know, locks has always been around. I just feel like now people, well, mostly women, I don't know, mostly women, maybe not. I just feel like women are now learning to be comfortable with wearing them. And that's why I say the locks don't make you, you make the locks. And I feel like that's what a lot of women are doing. They are making the locks work for them. And that's a beautiful thing, because it's very intimidating. And then, you know, not all people, when they see you with locks, they look at you as like some type of queen, or like it could be culture related, or like, okay, I got me a lock sister or a lock brother. They be really like feeling it, like they be on that wave, like, okay, I see you. It's inspiring to see, you know, women with locks, and you know, going through the journey, because not everybody can do it. Locks are not for everybody, which I thought at one point locks wasn't gonna be for me, but I feel like I'm doing it. You know, I'm doing good. I'm 7 months in, and I love it here. That's just the period. I do love it here, y'all. Sister need a retwist right now. I got my hair retwisted in January, and this is what I'm working with today. You see? Okay with, you know, it looking a certain way when I'm not, you know, when I'm not going nowhere. The only time I do have like a little issue is like when I have to work. But at some point, I just got to a point where like, you can say I have locks. And if you're educated and you know a little bit more about locks, my locks are not going to be neat and perfect. They just not. They're just going to look a certain way. And that's okay. And that's going to be okay. And it's going to have to be okay. Because I'm going to ride this wave. I'm going to ride this journey out. I'm going to ride this lock journey out, you know, with or without people support. And that's on what Mary had a little lamb, okay? I hope I could inspire somebody or covered some things that you may have or may have not heard, or, you know, could relate to, or something that resonates with your spirit. I just really do hope that this video can be very helpful to you guys. So that wraps up for today's video. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Also, please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. And please don't forget to hit that post notification button so you can get alerts when I put up new videos. And I will see you guys in another video. Goodbye.